Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome back to the channel. It is your local Problematic Leo, and today we have another installment of Robrants, or the hit list, depending on how you want to look at things. So this is actually something that I've had in my brain for quite some time, and I think it's a little bit of a return to form. We're going to be talking about the top 5 Warframe anime betrayals. Now, if you have not experienced this channel back in the heyday, you do know that there is a level of petty that I like to reach, and today we're going to be jumping back into that bag. So, for those of you guys who don't know, we're not going to be taking things too seriously, and I don't want you to get twisted up in knots about any of this. So, I'm going to give you a couple examples of what I believe is a Warframe anime betrayal, just so you know the depths of petty that we're going into today. The first one is how Loki, one of the original starter frames, still has yet to get a statue. I have been waiting. We had like Lotus carrying a child, you know, the betrayer, the one who like left us and she's carrying our like half lifeless body. I'm just saying, she got a statue. Loki did not. Tell me it wouldn't be sick to like have a Loki statue that's kind of like half see-through resin as he's like coming into or going out of invisibility and you kind of get a glimpse of him. I think it would be so dope. But did we get that? No. I'm still waiting. The other anime betrayal that I think we've seen more recently, I think it was in the last big dev stream, was when they were talking about Excalibur not hitting squats during squat day, and they're like, oh no, look at it, look, he totally has a butt. I was like, no he doesn't. No he doesn't. Just because, listen, I put contour on my face and my face is egg-shaped. Just because you put some contour powder on the booty doesn't mean the booty is luscious. If you turn him to the side, it is a pancake. He is suffering some serious pancake booty when you gave it all to Wisp. I'm just saying we need to have butt equality for everybody. So those are my examples, off the record, not off the record, but off the list of anime Warframe betrayals. So let's go ahead and get into the very first one. And this one is a recent one, so the wound still stings. We're going to be talking about Tenai. So as you guys know, it's the new kind of like addition to the melee system where sometimes you'll get this kind of like freebie heavy melee attack, and it's really, really good. I actually quite enjoyed it. In fact, I went ahead and slapped on like a melee Exilus adapter and I started going and doing all the Tenai on my Skana Prime. I was like, yes, Skana Prime, of course, bitch, you're gonna be the first one that I give it to. And I was wailing away. So everything was absolutely fantastic until the Forma Nation attacked. See, I got into that kind of like Tenai bag and I was like, you know what? Let's go ahead and break out some Valkyr. I'm really into like this like hysteria Tenai thing. And then I realized none of the exalted weapons have stances that give them extra mod space. None of them. So they're all operating off the same base mod like point system, and I would need to form a whole lot to get in all of the Tenai stuff that I wanted to put in. And then I realized it wasn't just Valkyr. Oh no, I had to do it to Excalibur and all of the other exalted weapon warframes, and I'm like, damn, how much Forma is this gonna take? And I just like saw all of my Tenai wishes and dreams like float away into dust. Now, I mean, I'll get there eventually. We're gonna start working on them, but realistically, I thought to myself, damn, they give with one hand, they taketh with the other hand. And I was like, I see you, DE. Get that formal money. So that was number 5. Let's go ahead and move on to number 4. Oh, this one snuck under my radar. I didn't even realize it was happening until it happened. Now, one of the big videos that I released, I don't even know how long it was. A year ago? 2 years ago? 3 years ago? Who knows? But it was when Warframe stopped making Warframe. And one of the things that I didn't realize is, in addition to all the things that it was doing, slowly but surely, Warframe is becoming The Sims? Question mark? When did y'all slip this in on us? Like, all of a sudden, every single new release has some sort of like furniture pack. I was like, oh, okay, shit. Now I see what's going on. And then I got a message through like Twitter and they're like, hey, could you log on and could you like build the new room for Dagath? And I was like, I gotta build a room for a Warframe? Just for like this isn't even mainline. This is just like a Warframe. You know, it's just like a little side release. I was like, okay. And then the newest operation, we have to go in and we have to build a decoration and put it in the dojo. I'm like, holy shit, this is really The Sims. And I mean, we're like looking at all like the extra rewards and shit. And I was like, every single time we're just getting more and more simmy. And I was like, wow. I thought we were a third-person action shooter, but I guess, you know, DE's got all the clans lined up and saying, visit these clans if you want to see their dojos. I was like, get that Sims money, DE. All right, now number 3. This one was a little bit further back. When it comes to anime betrayals, this one, I think it got a lot of people. It was the new War Quest. More like the no war quest. What happened to the war? I think we just like had all of the lead up to the new war. There were like 3 chapters and I was like waiting for this big war to come in, and you know, all of the factions would come in. Like we got Steel Meridian, aren't they like warriors and like defenders and all this kind of shit? And then we got the Red Veil, the sneaky ass motherfuckers, and the Arbiters, you know, all of the people that are trying to train the Tenno and become the best that they could possibly be. I'm like, ooh, we got a war. We're gonna get a war. I was so excited, right? And then we got stabbed. And then we fell asleep. I don't remember the story. It's been a while. But all of a sudden we wake up after the war. So we didn't have the new war. We like slept through the war. We got no war. That's what we got. We got the war aftermath. There was no war. It was just a hostile takeover. Did nobody try to fight? What happened? Was there no resistance forces whatsoever? They're like, just start fucking capturing us and putting this shit on our head. So I was like, okay, well, that's no war for us. All right. I'm sorry, but that one hurt. But I feel like nothing hurt more. And I will still complain about this to this day, is number 2, which is Duviri. I laugh at the other ones, but this one, genuinely, ooh, it hurts me. And this one is, how the fuck was Duviri so pretty? Yet all of the random, I could not play it, I would not play it, I will not play it, I'm so very, very sorry, but literally, Duviri was one of those ones where they dangled the little lure in front of your face. Look at all this pretty shit we got for you. Look at the environment. You got a motherfucking horse. Look at all of this. But you're gonna have to randomize everything. And I was like, huh, what? I do not think so. I'm sorry. When I walk into a restaurant, I like to know what's available for me to order. I don't just sit down, pay them good money, and say, oh, this is your food. No, 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 no. That's not what it is. I work too damn hard for my Warframes. I work too damn hard for my builds for you to decide for me what bits and pieces of my major arsenal I can use. And here's the most messed up thing at all. If you're a new player, and you have these well-tuned groups of little frames, you know, you didn't get everybody, but you got the ones that like meant something to you, right? You're like, these will work. DE was just like, oh yeah, but we're gonna throw random ass ones in there too, and they're just gonna be modded however we decide to mod them. Have fun. And you're like, wait, hold on, no, I did not want this. I did not want random. I wanted to play the game the way that I wanted to. I want to have the options. That's why we have the breadth of Warframes that we do and the breadth of weapons, is that so we can dig in and decide what we want to play with. And yes, some people are just going to want to play the same thing all the time. And some people are going to want to play around and mix it up. Some people are going to experiment. Some people are going to be like adventurous and look for new ways to use old things. You know, I'm just saying, let the people do what they want to do and don't randomize it, because then we, unfortunately, and here's the thing, not everybody is on the we hate randomization train. There is like a strong subtext of people. They're like, oh, we love it. That's great, you love it. I don't love it. I'm not gonna play. And that's why Duviri was such a knife to the heart. That's why Clervo is just the perfect Warframe to represent it. All right, this brings us to my number one Warframe betrayal. And you have to keep in mind, this grudge goes back so far. This is like one of those things that really brings pain to my heart. But is probably the most, that's what it is. It's like the highest level of petty and the highest level of pain in my heart. And it goes the furthest back. So it just keeps going and going and going. And I don't have much to say about this one, but I think it speaks for itself that it is almost 2024 and Zephyr still can't fly. So that about brings it to the end of my top 5 Warframe anime betrayals. Let me know down in the comments below if Warframe has ever left you feeling absolutely betrayed. The pettier the better. Like, let's not make this, you know, serious. Except for maybe Duviri. But, you know, like, let's not make this, let's keep it light. Let's keep it light. It's the holiday season. Leave those down in the comments below, as well as any other videos you'd like to see from me. As you can tell, I'm kind of getting my, my wheels under me, my feet under me, I don't know, my eggs. I don't know what to talk about. Anyway, that was it for me for now. And as always, love somebody, hurt nobody, and touch your body. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.